Green, good. We live? Yeah.
All
3
right.
or no? I gotta double check again, dude. No more
Yes.
mistakes.
Yeah, dude. I'm just waiting for the time we record a podcast, and it's like, cool, we recorded 2 minutes. You know? This motherfucker's on. Okay, oh, now it's on the TV. Hold on. There we go. I don't know why it's like that, but we're not gonna ask any questions. Look at the TV.
Oh yeah.
All right, run it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. This is Grant,
This is Zay.
and welcome to the Pacers podcast.
No. Newsflash, y'all. We got a new name. What is it, Grant?
3-point threat.
3-point thread. Welcome to the new name. That's the revolution right there.
And we decided that name before our last recording, which we messed up.
Yep.
But it was
We messed
before
up.
the Spurs game where we just went off on threes. And
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to record just so we could talk about that. That
Yeah.
was crazy.
Our new name is very fitting for our team. We are a 3-point threat, are we
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, the stat like at halftime, it's crazy. Like we have the highest scoring
So I
offense. in
have a great
halftime.
stat for that.
Go
For
ahead.
the past 4 games, 3 of them, we scored 67 points or more at halftime.
That's crazy.
I think last year maybe we saw, 3 times total. Maybe.
Right,
maybe
right.
not even that. Like, so for
Right.
real. Like,
No, shit's different now.
that's crazy.
Shit's different.
Yeah. And we have 6 players right now shooting over 40% on 3.
I mean, that's 3-point threat, dog.
Yeah, that's 3-point threat.
Welcome
So
to the future,
that
you know?
solidified the name right there.
Yep.
Speaking of 3-point threats, I want to talk about All-NBA threat, Tyrese Halliburton, all
Oh,
right?
boy.
After 5 games of him playing, he did miss a game.
Yep.
He had 24 points,
Yep.
12.4 assists,
Yep.
and 4 rebounds.
Top 5 players in the
And
league.
we were talking about what were we talking about? We were talking about in previous podcasts
Mhm.
how if he just went up to 20
Yep.
to 25
Yep.
points a game, and if he just went up from 10
Yep.
to like 12, 13 assists,
Big,
that's
big,
big difference.
big. And he's doing it.
Yeah, and he's doing it.
He's
Yeah,
doing it.
I
So,
saw the ESPN thing, and it was top 10 players under 25.
yeah.
Tyrese was 4, I think, and he was smashed between like Wemby and somebody else. I'm like, I'll take
He's
Wemby
number
and
2
John
to
Morant.
Wemby?
No. Wemby was 3, John Morant was 4, Tyrese Halliburton was 4.
Five.
Yeah.
How is
So-
John Morant even in any type of conversation right now? That's the kind of hate we get, and it drives me crazy.
He is above him, but
Who, John?
Tyrese is above John.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Just
Okay.
behind Wemby, I mean, I'll take that.
But that's still bullshit to me too, because Wemby just got here, bro.
Yeah,
Halliburton's
but-
been here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
as of right now, Tyrese Halliburton is a better player than Wembanyama. Will that last? Probably not. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
The-
It is what it is.
The biggest competition I see for that is, I mean, Wemby is a different category, but
Right.
outside of him is Luka. Because Luka has been putting up a
That's why I say top
monster
5.
year. Yeah. It's hard to pass him, but I really think he can be all NBA, and he definitely can
Yeah.
be the best point guard in the East. I don't know if how he's playing right now. I don't think he has competition in the East, at least.
Yeah, who's better for real? Let's be real. Let's be really real. Name
Yeah.
a team. He's better than Trae Young. Facts.
Yeah,
You know,
better. Than, I mean, Harden's out, but he's better than Harden.
he's way
you know?
better than Harden. Dude, Harden's the past.
I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, you'd almost. He's point guard. Like
He's
I
point
really
guard.
think he's this new generation's like Chris Paul.
Yeah.
That's
Chris Paul's handed the baton over to Halliburton. That's CP. Yeah.
I saw in a thing on ESPN when they were talking about Tyrese Halliburton, somebody compared him to Magic Johnson. Just like somebody else, he's a fan of somebody else compared to Magic Johnson. I was like, all right, that's some
I
love and
like it.
respect we don't
I like
usually
it.
get.
I like it. Yeah.
So
Okay. I'm with that.
now, since we talked to those highs, we're gonna address some lows real quick.
With the highs comes the low, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
So-
Pacers.
First one, that Celtics loss. We watched the first 3 quarters of that, and I don't know if you watched anymore. I left after that. I could just
No.
not
I watched
take
a
it.
little bit of the fourth quarter, but it was so ugly. Like, it hurt to watch. It was an ass whooping, man.
There
It
was not
crazy.
a good moment. Like
No.
the only kind of silver lining is Jarice Walker and Ben Shepherd scoring their first points.
Cool.
But-
But Halliburton was out. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's
But
tough. Was a
that
tough
kind of
one.
exposed us for if Halliburton's out, we could miss playoffs. And that kind of explains last year, like we were on a good trajectory and he went out.
Yeah.
That could easily happen to us again.
Yeah, so it's pretty clear that a lot of our success relies on Tyrese Halliburton. Now, does that discount any of our other improvements? I would say no. But, I mean, Tyrese Halliburton, he's our main guy. He's the backbone. You know what I mean? So, clearly, when he's not a part of the mix, we suffer.
Yeah.
You know,
and something else I'll say, I saw like a meme or something about this today, and I was like, good point. It was saying the Kings and Pacers trade was like one of the most even trades ever because both teams are now like one of the top offenses in the league, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. Like, you both benefit that much. And it's crazy that we're the number one scoring team in the league, dude. Did you think you'd be saying that this year?
We're actually number one?
Yes, we're number one. Did you think you'd be saying that this year? No. I mean, we've had 2, maybe even 340-point games.
That's actually insane, though. That's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird. And it's to see where we came from, and just by last season, where we are now is insane. Now we're still in the beginning, but we're staying consistent. I
didn't think through 1 or 2 games we'd lead that, even by luck. Be a tenth of the way through the season and still lead that.
But so what's funny is we have the best offense in the league, but also quite literally the worst defense in the league.
Yeah, so
does that make that kind of takes away from the shine?
So I mean that's kind of our theme right now is the highs and lows because like the
highs and lows.
Yeah, there's so much great like we're overachieving in so many areas, but then like defense, I thought we would be like pretty solid, and we're way underachieving there. So
listen, dude, all I gotta say is I'll put my Pacers goggles on. Okay,
the future's looking bright.
The future's bright.
Is what Zay's
so
saying.
Bright. Right? I can't even see without my shades on, man. We're going to be in the playoffs. We're going to be a 6th seed. We're not even going to be in the play-ins. We're going to be comfortable. We're going to be a 5th seed. We're going to be comfortable. Fuck the Knicks.
Hold up. Honestly, my tides are changing a little bit.
Okay.
Because the number one offense in every single first quarter I've watched, we scored. It seems like every quarter we watch, we scored 30.
Okay. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Which is great.
That's honestly, in the East, now my expectations, they're not like fully high, like raised, but they're raising. You know?
Yeah, they are.
When you said 6, it kind of like shocked me of like, no, I think we could do quite better than that because, I mean, we're not going to get past the Bucks and the Celtics type of teams. But
everybody else is on the table, though, for real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody else who's like, oh, for sure better than the number one scoring team.
Yeah.
And the number one scoring team, that puts you in every game. For real.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you made a point recently that basically – where we are now is that, you know, a lot of our games are going to be really close and really tight, which makes you kind of anxious, especially if you're like, oh, God, I've been here before. I could see that. We have a little 5-point lead, and we're going from the 3rd to the 4th, and it's going back and forth. And all of a sudden, you just see it go back and forth. It's so much anxiety. But as a Pacers fan, we know what that feels like. But now it's worse because we're doing better. So instead of getting blown out, we're going back and forth. We're trading punches. I'm cool with trading punches.
Yeah, I mean, this season could be like way very good because we could win a lot of these tight games, or it could be way bad because we lose a lot of these tight games. I mean, we easily could win, I'd say 15 or lose 15 games by 5 points or less. Like, for real. Like,
I don't know how I feel about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
We could way overachieve. I really think if we would really overachieve, get like a 3rd seed, but we also could miss the playoffs. I really think that. Like,
well, I'll tell you what, I'm just happy we're in the conversation. You know what I mean? Because, like, prior to this, it's like, I mean, last year we kind of like, well, we're going to take for Wembanyama again, you know, we're going to do it again.
Dark times.
I'm just kind of happy that we're out of that funk, and that we're trying to do good. Carlisle is playing with our offense. He's rotating a lot of players in and off the bench, you know, which I really like, you know. Most bench points on the league for the second time in a row, for a second year in a row. So,
speaking of most assists in the league so far too.
So our offense is locked in. We just got to figure out what the hell to do with our defense.
Yeah, you know? And that's one thing that I think can grow because our offensive scheme and our defensive scheme are different, and we have 3 new starters if you're including Mathurin.
Yeah.
So both those potentially can get much better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, if our offense comes down just a peg or two, but our defense comes up to midway in the NBA. Beautiful. Oh, dangerous.
We're a threat.
Dangerous.
We're real bona fide threat at that point.
Yeah,
you know what
100%, 100%. Another low I want to address on, then we'll get to highs. So just very quick one or whatever.
You can't have yin without yang. Go ahead.
Yeah, is the Hornets game that was frustrating to watch.
Oh my god!
And I don't want to go on it too much, but somebody should have set a screen for him on that last.
So the fourth quarter was wild, and that's one of those games where you're just so tense and so anxious watching it because we had a lead during that, and then we kind of messed the bag up.
We had 9 points in the fourth,
and we just gave up easy buckets, man. Everything from the inbound pass that went nowhere between motherfuckers' legs and motherfuckers doing the loopy-loop and all this other shit. Yeah. That, and then we got Buddy Hield getting the and one, missing the layup. Okay, it's not, it's not his fault, but it's like one thing just leads into the other, and it's just, and then, and then at the very end, Tyrese Halliburton's got the ball, he's getting doubled or whatever the hell, and then LaMelo goes up to him, throws the clamps on him, turnover to lead into the end of the game. It was tough.
Yeah.
For how hot we were, it was tough.
And Tyrese Halliburton had that 43 points,
legendary
12 assists.
Career night.
The third quarter, 25.6 assists. Yeah, for sure, like a career night. So, but I mean, that's the highs and lows we are going to go through. We're going to have games where we score 140 on people and we think, wow. And then we're going to have games where, oh my God, we had 10 chances in the last 4 minutes to win and we blew it.
Yeah, we give up way too many points. Our defense is trash, man, to be honest with you. Like watching the Celtics games, the first game, everybody was like scoring at ease.
That game.
They were just walking in, laying up. And then, they're all wet from the 3-2 that game. It was tough. And as a Celtics hater, I had to sleep restlessly that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So another high, first ever in-season tournament win. The Pacers got it.
Legendary.
So that's cool.
That's us.
We scored 70 at halftime, and point differential does matter, and we let them come back too much. So that sucks a little bit, but it was extra fun to watch. I think we both disliked the court. Apparently, JJ Redick likes it, but I didn't really like it.
Let's adjust the court real quick. It's like trending, and I don't know if it's trending for good reasons or bad reasons. I mean, the blue and yellow, it's like bright, hyper.
Yeah.
We're not too big of fans, but we had the same thought though. We saw it on the screen while watching. I'm like, this is kind of ugly. But then we saw it like on like Instagram on like these people.
Yeah, pictures look a little better.
The pictures look better. But
I don't know what's up about that.
I don't know.
Speaking of that Spurs game and the Hornets game, I've loved seeing recently Obi Toppin is finally doing what we expect him to do.
He's getting comfortable.
He's just getting under that rim. We're throwing those, and those right there are Tyrese Halliburton's easy 2 extra, 3 extra assists tonight. Like those are where those come from, in my opinion. Yeah. Like everything else, he's getting the 3 points. He's doing his normal thing, but those are the extra ones, and that's kind of what I thought would happen. Yeah. So
if he could score more, if he could be more efficient offensively, then I think he's in a sweet spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's doing exactly what we need him to do.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The first 4 games he kind of was pretty bad, but the last 4 or 5 he's been pretty efficient, and he's only been getting 10 or 12. But we just need an easy bucket every once in a while where we don't have to drop a play. We don't have to get open. Halliburton. We can just throw it, lob, cool,
take
done.
Some pressure off Halliburton, take some pressure off Buddy Hield. You know what I mean? Like relieve our guys.
And sometimes bringing that excitement, momentum when he does the through the legs stuff or the reverse putback.
Yeah,
he's excited and definitely
excited to watch.
And that is honestly, something that's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but that matters. Right. That for sure matters.
So we'll see. I'm really, really interested to see his growth for real. I'm still big on him.
So I think we have a little debate on this.
Okay.
All right. So we won't spend too much time on it, but I posted something about it on our page. Check it out
on Facebook.
Buddy Hield, Mathurin.
Yep.
You think Buddy Hield should be starting?
So
I say Mathurin. Let's hear your case.
Okay, I would say let me start off like this. It's not like a hill I'm willing to die on either way. I love both guys.
No. I feel the same way too. You could persuade me. You really could.
So let's just get straight to the facts, okay? And by the facts, I'm not talking about numbers. I don't know the numbers. I don't care about the numbers. I get the feelings, okay? Here's my feeling. Here's the fact. Buddy Hield is one of the best, most efficient 3-point shooters in the league. True or false?
League history.
Yeah.
So that's
why is he coming off our bench?
So that's a big thing that I have thought about a lot. That gives me the Buddy side is to have the 3-point shot controls it all now. Like ever since the
3-point
Warriors
threat.
and the Rockets started doing that stuff, everybody realized, 3 points everything.
Yeah, Steph did his thing. Yeah.
By that alone, Buddy should be starting.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why I push back and I say Mathen should be starting.
Go off, King.
Buddy should be starting on a team, just not the Pacers, because right now,
run that back again. Buddy should.
He deserves to start. He just on the Pacers is not the best thing because the biggest thing we need is a second star to Halliburton. And as good as Buddy is, he's not a star, right?
What? I'd argue he's a star. How can you be the best 3-point shooter in the league?
Okay, I'm talking about like all-star type of thing.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so if we need that second all-star to like pair up with Halliburton, our best chance, if you look at every player in our roster, is Mathen, like potential-wise and stuff.
Are you sure?
I feel pretty confident about that, yeah, because he can get to the rim and get free throws, which is arguably more efficient than 3-pointers.
Okay.
And he can play a little better defense. He has a little more height. He still can shoot the three. He went pretty hot like the other night, and even tonight he's going pretty hot.
Okay.
So he gives us the best chance of having 2 all-stars on our team. Now, to get us the most wins right now, Buddy. But by the end of the season, maybe not even the end of the season, next few years, whatever. So that's
here's where I'm on your side. I believe that we should absolutely continue to develop Mathurin big time. With the current way our offense is going, Rick Carlisle he's just rotating the entire bench and the starters very fluidly. So I think competing for minutes will not be a problem. But for us to keep the competitive edge that we have,
the 3-point threat,
hashtag 3-point threat. Check it out on Facebook. But for us to keep that edge, Buddy Hield is a large part of that.
Facts.
Take him out of it, and then now
I will give
how efficient are we?
But how much can Mathen develop on the bench? Because he went off on the bench last year, but he's not doing that same thing as a starter. The only way we're gonna be able to see what he can do, and him to further develop is he needs to get those starting minutes. And here's something I've kind of thought of too, and I don't know, maybe this is a possibility. Tyrese, Buddy, and then a small forward being Mathurin over Bruce Brown.